In this video, I'm talking about the foundation of wealth building, and it's not what you think. Because for most people, when we talk about wealth building and the foundation, a lot of people go straight to the logistics of money. But there is an initial phase of this process that no one talks about. And that's what we're going to get into today. I'm Christiane David, the life and money coach with Good Wealth Legacy, where we teach successful, ambitious women how to become financially confident so that they can be the most powerful leaders in their own lives. And one of the ways we do that is we set the right foundation for the wealth they want to build in their lives. Whenever the conversation about wealth comes up, if I asked you, what is the foundation of wealth? You would probably go to investing, saving, compound interest, buying real estate, building a business. Yeah, those things are really good. Those things are what I call the logistics of money. But they're not the foundation. They're what I build on the foundation. And today I want to talk about what holds up all these things that we just talked about. Because that is what is not seen, and that is also what is not talked about. And it makes a whole world of difference. You have some people that can create a business, make millions of dollars, and lose it all. And then you also have people that can do the same thing but be able to keep it and stay wealthy. Let's find out what the difference is. If you think about wealth, I often go to also stewardship. But before that, most people, when they hear the word wealth or riches, they picture luxury. They hear vacation, designer handbags, beautiful homes, freedom, fancy cars, private jets, a large portfolio. But these things are not wealth. These things are expression of wealth. There are the things that we see, and because we're physical beings, we assign wealth to these things. Think about walking by a skyscraper. You're seeing the beautiful, immense building, and no one pays attention to the foundation. But without that foundation, that building doesn't stand a chance. And even more amazing is no one is sitting there admiring the concrete that's sitting below the building, thinking, that's such a beautiful way to lay the bricks in the concrete and to add this foundation together and put it just so to hold the building. No one does that. You admire the building, the shape of the building, the design, the height, the size, the view you get from each of the rooms in the building. But none of that exists without that foundation, because that foundation is what determines how long and how well this building will last. The taller the building, the stronger and deeper the foundation needs to be. Wealth works the same way. To be able and to have access to all these logistics and to have access to all these elements of wealth, you need a strong and deep foundation. And this is the part no one addresses because it's the invisible part. It is the part that matters the most. It is the part that grows the most unseemingly. And all of a sudden you have all these fruits, but you had been building this foundation all along. And that's the work we need to pay attention to. The foundation of this building isn't tested on sunny days. It's tested when there's a windstorm, when the weather changes. So think about your finances as well. Your wealth isn't tested when everything is going well. You really know if your foundation was well established when the market changes, when it goes down, when the market changes, when the market drops, when your income changes, when taxes increase, when kids are ready to go to college, when parents need care, or your business has a slow season, or life happens as it does, then that's when you really get to decide how well and grounded you have set up that foundation. It's not the income or the investment or anything logistical that really helps you to identify that. See, it's the foundation you set for your wealth that will reveal itself when things change. Again, this is the part no one pays attention to. Most people focus on the outward conversation. So when I work with women in our programs, I'm working with women who are successful, who are intelligent, who are ambitious. Some of them own their own businesses. Some of them earn six figures. They already know how to generate income. So the frustration is not about making money. It's about holding it all together. It's almost like they're thinking, I can't manage life and also manage money. It's one or the other. See, because right in this moment, holding both feels exhausting. But see, that's not an income problem. That's a foundational problem, because your foundation for wealth building has to be able to withstand any change of weather and any way that lives wears and tears at you. So what is that foundation? It's the way you think. It's the way you make decisions every day. It's the way you express the emotions in your body and how you regulate those emotions. It's the way you tolerate uncertainty. It's the way you delay gratification. It's the way you relate to financial transactions and how you recover from financial mistakes. It's the way you trust yourself. It's the way you steward what you've already created. That's what holds wealth. Not investment, but the woman, you. It's the way you're being with yourself while you're trying to hold all of the things: your life, money management, the future, retirement. It's the way you hold it together. That's the foundation. So wealth isn't just about creating money. It's about stewarding it, which means taking care of something valuable with wisdom and intention. So it's not about squeezing every dollar. It's about directing every dollar that you are creating towards what you're building. The wealth building journey that you get on that is sustainable, lasting, permanent, is where you recognize it's not about the portfolio. It's not about the large savings account. It's not about the increase of income. It's about the woman who's holding all of this together. It's about your capacity to develop the skills required to manage money and steward money towards achieving your financial goals. Because your portfolio, your checking accounts, your savings account, all these things reflect the identity that is holding them up. If we go back to the illustration of the skyscraper, the skyscraper stands up tall and sturdy only when it has a foundation capable enough to withstand the pressure of the height and size of this skyscraper. So if you look at your life right now, your relationship with money, and the things you want to display to express the wealth you're building, you have to reflect and decide, are these things supported by a strong and deep enough foundation, a sturdy foundation? Otherwise, they might be able to show up. You might be able to generate them, but can you keep them shining? Can you keep them balanced? Can you hold it together, your life, managing money, planning for the future, and actually enjoying being alive, being excited to being alive? We need a foundation, and it's how you relate to all of you. The way you're thinking about your future, the way you're thinking about yourself now, the way you think about money now, the way you think about money in the past, the way you think about money in the future, that's what sets up that foundation. And this is the work no one wants to do because it requires steadiness. It's actually pretty tedious. I'm not even going to lie to you. It's very tedious. But it is one of the most rewarding work because you do this, you set up the foundation, you start seeing the results of it because you will, and you trust that the wealth you're building will stay. You're not waking up in dread in the middle of the night because you're worried about a mistake you made that will cost you and you may never recover from. This is the part that they never covered in school. They taught us how to do 1 + 1 = 2, but it didn't teach you what are you thinking that is creating 1 + 1 = 2. And that's the work with money that we're doing. It sounds very simple, but this is exactly why women can build wealth, create so much success, and not be able to keep it. And I want you to keep it. I want you to keep it. I want you to be able to hold it all together and feel very grounded in the holding and feel very excited about it. So the question isn't, how do I make more money? The question should always be, who do I need to become to hold the money well? Because I tell you, my friend, and as you know, money can be created surprisingly fast. The skill of generating money is a powerful skill to acquire, but once you acquire it, it's a pretty natural thing. Money is constantly being generated, but wealth is built from the foundation up. And just like with every great building, the strongest part is the part nobody sees. But it's the part that requires your full attention. And it's the part that I specialize in, that I spend the time with my clients building and securing and making sturdy. This is the work that we do in Money Academy. This is the work that creates financial confidence. A woman's ability to be able to generate money, steward the money on purpose, have fun while doing that, planning for the future, and living a lifestyle now that she's proud of. I would love to have you join Money Academy. Head over to greenwealthlegacy.com/Money Academy to join us.